What is happening, people? United Central here, back with another video, another podcast. You know what, funny enough, straight after the Astana game, I've literally just left my house, dashed here. This guy's moaning that I'm late, even though there's been a game on.
Game on, man. Listen, I watched the game. It's kids. I wanted to see just a couple of the kids to see how they play, how they function together. I thought some of them did fantastic in the first half. They just weren't taking enough risks, but I thought they did well.
I don't know. I'm you know, apart from that first 20 minutes where we exploded, and I thought we could have got a couple of goals in there. I thought, you know what? Yeah. I think we got a bit unstuck in that game, and I think Astana players, they almost thought, you know what? We've got something to prove here because these are kids here. We're professionals. Yeah. No, you know what I mean? And it got to that point where, you know, good goal for Lingard. Happy with him?
Well, it's a goal at the end of the day. He scored one at least, didn't it?
Yeah.
What's the last time he scored one? Club? What's the last time he scored one? Actually, to be on Lingard, I think he came and changed the game against Sheffield United. Yeah.
We'll touch on that in a bit more.
Yeah. So let's hope that he's coming back to form. At the end of the day, he's at Man United. Some of you might not think he's a Man United quality. I still rate him, but I'm just hoping.
You still rate him?
I rate him because I think he's got something to offer that's different in any player in our squad. He's not your typical number 10, but I'm hoping that without the goals and assists, he looks like he's just a dead player.
Right? And that's what counts.
But with those two things, he looks like a good player. He's a good player when he can assist and he can get the odd goal now and again.
But that's football though. If you're not
players lose form, Saeed. You need to calm down.
But that was a year though.
Players,
2 years now.
Players lose form. You need to chill out. Players lose form. He's not the worst player in the world. And the bandwagon on social media these days is just ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, but sometimes I feel like, you know, with obviously Man United now, because the expectation is so low.
He's a Manchester United player. He's not what we should be playing. We need more quality. We need more quality in that position. He needs competition for any of the team. And to be fair to Ollie's been dropping him. Ollie's not played him at all.
Yeah, true.
So we gotta give credit where it's due. Some of the managers think, oh, I'm gonna play you till you find your form. Yeah. So let's just see what happens.
It could have been a different game if Tron buried that chance. You know what I mean? Oh my God, you've got to score them, Tron.
He's got to.
And you know what, man? He had a poor game. You know.
It's got to score. I don't know what's going on. He's not signing his new contract. He's looking for other clubs.
Would you tell him to move if he didn't sign the contract?
I think most likely he's going to move because, to me, this season he should have been sent on loan. He should have been. Him and Gomez should have been. And Gomez is going to be leaving as well.
And Gomez on the left today. Yeah. You know what I mean? Not effective again. Yeah. Not in his favourite position. And who's the manager that's doing that?
That's not
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
But to be fair, when you're a young player,
you can play anywhere.
You have to be able to graft in whatever position you get played into. And majority of footballers who play for Man United or play, they don't ever. You don't come in and play your favourite position straight away. Yeah. You have to get used to big man football.
I think it's similar to that right back that plays for Arsenal. He was playing at right back, was doing so well, and then he was given a position now in centre midfield, and he's not really performed well. You know what I mean? But then again, they came into the 1-1. You know what I mean? Good goal from them. And then again, centre back. I don't know his name is at the back. I think it's called Bernard. Own goal. Yeah. You know what I mean? But it's a learning curve for the kids, isn't it?
Massively.
Europa League game. Massively. Put 30,000 fans.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
The Levitt was
alright. Garner alright.
Levitt. Yeah. Garner was good.
Thought Laird was brilliant. The right back.
Yeah. He loves the baller.
But then again, in hindsight, we are through. But still, I feel like people. I've seen a lot of fans, including me, on the social media. Do you know what? Out in Ollie and saying, do you know what? Sometimes you got to have a kind of a plan. Them kids looked out there, just thrown out there.
It was a difficult team. It's the first time they've played together with Tuanzebe, Shaw, and Lingard. So
Shaw looked a bit rusty.
Yeah, it looked really rusty. But then he set up the second goal. He's got an assist, and then he's got a second assist tonight.
I think just to end on this, I think Man United fans are moaning because this is their first 3 points of the group. Isn't Mar beat them about 3-4, 5-0?
Oh, come on. You know what? This Man United Twitter massive, you know what? Come on. You need to calm down. And those of you who are abusing Chong, you should be ashamed of yourselves. Seriously.
I give constructive criticism, not abuse. Abuse is wrong.
Those of you who are abusing Chong, you need to have a good look at yourselves. And say more about you than him.
Yeah,
to me that's simple.
Yeah, but you know, I start a credit to them. They won 2-1. It'll go in their history books. You know what I mean? Only like a 10-year history. So credit to them. But this is a podcast, and we have Man United Sheffield. We said it last week. We said it, Nuruddin. This is a massive game.
It was.
And for 70 minutes, United were absolutely awful.
Clueless.
Clueless.
I mean, I put my tweets are out there. Those of you who want to come at me on Twitter, those of you Ollie Inners hardcore Ollie fans coming at me, I have to be able to. I'm gonna have to call it as I see it. I cannot protect Ollie every time. I think, me personally, sacking Ollie ain't gonna solve jack. That's my personal view. Sacking Ollie, while the structure of the board is still there, ain't gonna do jack.
But on the football
and you're not gonna get another Fergie. You're not gonna get another Ferguson who's gonna improve things, because the manager will come in, he will do whatever you do, and then the results will be up and down, up and down.
But
then another Pochettino comes in and will be like, Poch out. This other guy out.
I don't think
Allegri out. Trust me. I know Man United fans. Stop chatting rubbish to me.
No, but Ollie, if you forget the board, I hate all that.
No, it's the truth.
No.
This is why clever how you should try to be very clever. These Ollie You're saying sacking the man. Okay, I would sack Ollie tomorrow if the players were there. If we had a decent squad. If we had 2 midfielders that we definitely need. If you had a right proper winger, if you had a striker and then maybe somebody who can play as a number 10, right? If we had these players and Ollie was this shambles,
but be honest,
I would be critiquing him, saying that you're not the right guy. Get another manager in, because I would think we've got the players there. We have the players there, and a new manager were able to work with those players.
But what about the topic of out of depth though? Do you not see something called out of depth?
Listen,
you know what?
out of depth.
Sheffield United, Bournemouth. You know what I mean?
Out of depth.
Southampton.
Listen, Sheffield United are going to trouble teams.
I know they are, but it's Man United we're talking.
Listen, but this is Man United. Man, look at the squad with what? Who's he got off the bench? Who can he bring on in midfield to change it? Playing a guy. Listen to me. Playing a guy, Pereira, out of his depth as a number 8 or number 6 was just incredible. That midfield in that first half. But I would critique Ollie as he did. For 70 minutes there, he sat there and didn't have a clue. But I would say the second half performance improved, even though we conceded. So it was for 45 minutes.
I was freestyle football for me.
Listen to me. Absolutely. We were second to every. I mean, tweets are there. It was men against boys. We were second to every ball.
Yep.
We were lethargic. We were waiting. They were doubling up on the young Williams. And you know what? Fair credit to Williams.
He stood up, man. That's why I credited him on the weekend.
You know what? There's double up and there's tripled up.
Yeah.
They triple. Sheffield United will triple up on you, because they've got one of the centre midfielders comes to one of the sides.
Yeah.
They've got the fullback, and then the centre half sometimes goes forward.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I thought you did well, me. I thought the criticism.
And then people are criticising
a better team, Nordin. Let's be honest, a better team, and that would have been no mercy for me. Man City, if they go 3-1 up, would they still have the mercy that Sheffield United? I thought Sheffield United gassed out.
Listen, they're tired. I think the second half, obviously, it took off. I mean, I said it as well. Look at the tweet, honestly.
Yeah.
I said, take Jones off now, and then it took.
Why did he start him though? Not started all season, and again, that's tactical now. That's no management as a manager.
I see the team news and I'm like, no, Ashley, yeah. I'm like, yes, celebrating. And then I look across Jones and then I just go. I look at the tweet, look at my tweet, even before the game kicked off, I'm like, Jones.
Why? What was he thinking there though? What are you thinking there?
Have you had a new one?
No.
Can I give you a bit of insight?
No.
This is even how Jones knows. We need to chill out with our criticism, because you know what? Might affect people's mental health out here, right? But Jones apparently has said no to a...
I know. Testimonial. That's bad.
He said no to a testimonial because he said, he joked around and said, it's only my mum and dad that will come.
Wow. That is absolutely...
So, he knows. He knows. That's why he's hanging on to that money. He's holding on to that. How much of it he's getting? What? 150 grand a week. He's holding on to that.
Easy.
He's holding on to that.
That shows you how to play.
To me.
We did the wrong move.
I don't know. Obviously, you were at the stadium. I don't know if you could see it.
Bloody hell,
but there's a bit where the challenge.
That crossbar, mate. My neck's still killing. All you could see in that Sheffield United centre, and I'm sorry if I'm disrespecting Sheffield here, but all you could see was a crossbar. You had to kneel down and look at the stadium, like look at the ground.
What the hell?
So basically, in the away end, if we were sat lower, even though I did say to Flex, let's go further up so we can see a bigger picture. Yeah. And all you could see was the crossbar, the top of the crossbar, and then you couldn't really see any. So any of the goals, I didn't know. That's why I said in the play rating did Lingard score, because I didn't know Mason Green was scoring. We didn't have no highlights.
Yeah.
But then again, 70 minutes again, Nuruddin. For that Pereira, oh my God.
In that centre mid, Nuruddin. But then to be honest with you, to Pereira, I mean, I said to him, I can't defend him anymore. He's not at this level. But
is he good enough? Let's say, is he good enough?
That was out of anger. But let me tell you something to you. We're playing a team away from home who have this system of playing. This guy, he's not bought other players. He's perfected a way of system of playing for the past 2.5 seasons. And every player on that pitch knows what they're doing. And they're playing against 3 in midfield. So Fred and Pereira... Listen, Fred and Pereira they're playing against 3 midfield players. And then these wing backs as well, right? So totally outnumbered. But there are certain things, listen, totally outnumbered in terms of when the other team's got the ball. But the thing about Pereira is, psychologically, he's trying so hard to try to find these fancy look-away passes.
He thinks it's Kaká, let's be honest.
No, you know what? Just do the simple things, and he gave the ball away. I mean, the second goal was his fault, clearly.
Yeah.
But he gave the ball away. But I'll tell you what, I really enjoyed that performance from Fred. I don't know what people are seeing. But Fred was getting shifted. He put an absolute shift in. He stood up. There was 2 players for me who stood up in that game who were on immense lot of pressure in terms of, it was Williams
and Fred. Yeah.
To me, I don't know, maybe it was a bit emotional game. Maguire going back there, I thought it was abysmal.
What was
I thought he looked like his he looked like Jones' twin brother.
No,
I'm telling you. No.
I thought Lindelof was worse.
No, at least Lindelof was trying to get on the ball. I was
trying to get on the ball and do what? Listen,
I was absolutely shocked at the level of performance from the 80 million man.
But who?
And how slow he is to turn.
No, but then again, that rubs off. I think Lindelof is rubbing off Harry Maguire now because of the fact that
I think
Lindelof for the goal though. If you look at the 3rd goal, Lindelof absolutely stood there, didn't put a foot in there, didn't put nothing there, and just waited, and then they got to get the goal from there. I don't know about you, but I think we've got to look at Tuanzebe, Bailly coming back in that centre half position. But it comes again to the man management, playing again 3 at the back. What was Ollie thinking 3 at the back though? There's a system and a style to play.
So, listen, on this game, everything was Ollie's fault. I can't.
How many more times are you going to say that?
No. Listen, there's not many.
We've got 17 points already.
There's not that many times, but in this game, from start to bottom, first of all, he got the tactics wrong, and I'm a guy who's Ollie in. He's an Ollie defender, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Getting accused out here that I've got his duvet covers and I've still got the posters above my bedroom. But you know,
what's the juice about?
The juice is about different cup today.
You know what I mean? Give me that enhanced one as well.
But
how many more times were you defending?
No. On this one, on this game, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and you can tell that he knew himself.
But did you know what he said? He came out with the comments.
Listen,
did you hear the comments?
He was deflecting right, left, and centre.
Did you hear the comments? So he said last year that could have been 4 or 5.
Yeah, because
Man United Football Club.
He was deflecting.
Man United Football Club, and you're telling me?
To me, that was you know properly. Phelan got out there and Phelan said, "Listen, we've got this all wrong. This is us. So get out there and just use Everton last season and go, what a character, and try to take the positive." But
I don't know if that's positive.
But let me say, he realised that he made a mistake. We went into normal 4-4. We went to 4-4-2 almost.
Yeah.
And Lingard playing in the hole.
Yeah.
The game was changing. We were getting a bit of the balance, bit of the play. We were actually holding because they're passing. I have never seen Manchester United pass the ball that poorly, ever. I've not seen. It was like a hot potato.
Yeah.
Hot potato. Oh, take it.
But then again, did you not blame?
Look at my Twitter handle. Look at my Twitter video, guys. That's how bad it is. I've had to find a. My head was spinning that much. I've had to search the internet to find a photo where it's basically Superman, kryptonite like that.
Wow.
Man United players and the ball, and they're like, "Oh, don't we want the ball?" You know what I mean?
But then there was no one there to connect it to Martial. I don't know if you've seen. There was a moment in the game where the first kick of the ball, Pereira has it. He goes a long ball to Brandon, and then you see Martial's reaction. Absolutely crazy. He said to him, "What you doing? I'm right here. Connect the ball to me." But there was no one in there in the whole. And a matter of the
Lingard came on. Listen, Lingard
came on, changed the game. But do you credit Ollie, or do you just say, you know what, that was a moment of madness, 10 minutes of moment of madness? Because for me, I'm not giving credit to that.
No, it wasn't a madness. In the second half, we were the better team.
Mason Greenwood again.
Listen, yeah,
I said it. Yeah. Mason Greenwood FC.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
In the second half, it was better, even though we conceded, because he gave the ball away. But when, for me, the way where I blamed, and this is where Ollie bottled it, and this is where I go right to the criticism. As I was watching, I was like, please no Martial. As the whistle went for the referee pointing to the sub, I'm like, not Martial, anybody but Martial.
Just about getting into the game.
Because in that half an hour, in that second half, when he went getting
it was all over them.
Who was involved in 2 of the goals?
Martial. Connected
and then
play.
These muppets, these so-called pundits, right, I come in and say, well, he had a bad... Everybody had a bad game. There was not one player that had a
good game. In the first half, he was isolated.
Who? With what? With what? With what surface?
Yeah.
With what surface? United cannot even get hold of the ball. How can we? What do you want to do? So, these critics of Martial want Martial to go to next to De Gea, pick the ball up, beat 10 men and score. You are absolutely ludicrous.
But you don't think you make it easier for Jack Johnson sometimes?
Football is a team game.
Yeah.
You need aspects of the midfield to be working. You need the defence and your wing backs or your full backs working in cohesion. Yeah. You want to build up properly together, and you want your striker to go either long or to come short to link up the play. And what did he do for the 2 goals?
He linked up the play, and that was, again, that's not his fault, because at the end of the day there was no number 10 to support him. But then again, what happened after that?
Ollie takes him off, and I'm like, Ollie, you've been there a year. You understand that Rashford can't hold up the ball. He can't play back to goal. You cannot. James, forget it, that was his worst game. Wan-Bissaka, that was his worst game ever. So even the guys who usually get 8, even if you got beat or 7 at least, there's not one player that was good out there, right? But Martial and Brandon Williams and Fred stood out because of the cleverness. Yeah. Because of that, they grew into the game. They grew into the game. And I've got.
And I thought Daniel James in that kind of mid period.
Yeah, he come because United had the ball. United had the ball, but he was doing very unlike him. Things that were unlike him, very erratic.
Yeah.
I can give you 3 occasions where the ball's up to him, and all I had to do is just get on the ball, slow it down, give it somebody, and then move. He starts to try to flick it, try to kick it over himself and run. I'm like, calm down.
But what was he thinking though, Oliver Solskjaer?
Taking Martial off from me.
Crazy. They could have got another one after that.
You know what, on my tweets there, he bottled it. Because in that moment, Martial on the pitch, Martial was coming, because they were trying to press. Martial was having a whirl of a room, playing and linking the play. And we got into 2 or 3 good situations with Mason and Rashford and James. And we just didn't, the final pass was missing. So you keep the guy on, you take off James or Rashford. You keep the guy who can...
That basically kills us again.
You keep the guy on who can occupy the centre halves.
Yeah.
Who can occupy 2 centre halves. And we already know what did the centre halves do? They bump forward. And then obviously that guy, Callum Robinson, came on. And he's defending. I'm sorry to say, but I'm not defending. I've said it. I've had my reservations about him before we bought him, and I kept telling you on this channel, Harry Maguire was shocking. No, I'm sorry. No. He had Joan Tinnitus, mate. Joan Tinnitus.
I think Lindelof was
man's falling all over the place right in the first half, getting done by Man like Musa, getting bullied. Come on now, and then that goal, the guy's there, get out to him. What are you waiting for? Get out to the ball. You wait, and then he takes a deflection of him, and then that.
I think everything rubs off your whole defense.
No, man, listen.
As a defender,
you're supposed to be the leader. At the end of the day, we bought this money for you, right? Even though money don't count.
He was the one that driving forward, though.
We spent a lot of money. On the ball, he looks quality. On the ball is quality. But I'm sorry to say, do your bread and butter. What you bought there for is win. I give him credit. In the air, they didn't go anywhere. He was winning most of the headers. But on the floor and positioning, you're supposed to be the guy who takes charge.
No, I think
I'm not being harsh. I'm not being harsh. I'm sorry to say, he's the better player. He's the better player. Take control of the situation.
Where was Lindelof for the second goal then?
Listen, take control.
Where was Lindelof for the third goal, sorry?
Take control.
That goal, where was Lindelof?
The thing about that goal, to me, I'm blaming that wholeheartedly on...
Maguire?
No, Pereira. Because,
I don't know.
Because United were attacking... United were attacking. Ethan led. Ethan led. I'm talking about tonight's match.
Yeah.
Wan-Bissaka. Everybody was up the pitch. We would try to get back into the game and press them. And he lost the ball in a very dangerous... And then run was made. And the other thing that I told you, right? I said it before we bought him. For the quick turn, he's so slow in small spaces where the 10. He doesn't block things. He doesn't block anything.
I think if you put Sergio Ramos in there, I think he's still before.
Listen, I'm sorry to say.
Times you can rub off
listen, I understand there's no proper midfield to protect him. I understand that. But you are here, you're the big man, you're the big leader, the captain. You have to be able to do things and be able to prevent the goal in the last minute. I'm sorry.
I thought he came out brilliant.
The striker's there. Get next to him. He's in the box.
I think you got to credit sometimes to strikers.
I'm talking about the third goal. The third goal.
But where's Lindelof though? Listen, he should not put his body line.
He's the Maguire's man. It's not a Lindelof's man. It's
yeah, but
Maguire's man.
Yeah, but the ball dilly-dallying around in the box. Yeah, Lindelof had a perfect opportunity.
It's Maguire's man.
Nah, I'm not buying into that.
The ball got to Maguire's man, and he's there standing off him. Go out to the ball. Don't, and then he half. This is the worst thing what you can do as a defender. Don't half. Make a decision. Either stay off or go. He half-heartedly does it, and he takes a deflection.
But then I think that's down to all his tactics, pushing back, putting pants way, being there, creating off. You don't know. The moments before that goal,
Tuanzebe wasn't playing.
He was playing.
No,
he came on that game.
He wasn't playing as a third centre off. He was playing as a midfielder.
No, I know that, but it caused chaos.
Most of you are there on Twitter. Most of you are on Twitter saying, "Oh, he just changed him to become man as a third." No,
but then it created chaos. I don't know if you've seen that game, but it was a moment where David De Gea went that to Tuanzebe.
You were at the stadium and you telling me with a bar, you didn't have a clue what you were seeing. I had four HD, mate. That's what I had. Four HD, mate.
What stream?
No, not stream. On live, mate. It was live on Sky Sports. I was live.
There was a moment in the game before that, and David De Gea went to that to Tuanzebe. Wake up. Get your marker. He wasn't even. It was all over the place. So the whole defense, even Daniel James should have got the ball to the right hand side.
And the worst thing about this, listen. The worst thing about this is where I'm listening to those voices now that are telling me Ollie is absolutely clueless. Because what's what I'm giving you? I'm gonna give you about 5 games where Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and knows that as it's a Man United manager. Man United can't keep a lead. Against Southampton, we couldn't keep a lead. Against Wolverhampton, we couldn't keep a lead. Against Crystal Palace, we couldn't keep the lead. Who else can we not keep the lead? Who else did we draw with that we couldn't keep the lead? Against Liverpool, we couldn't keep the lead.
And
Liverpool,
again, who is that down to? Who is that down to?
Listen to me. So then, you know that Man United as a team, we are struggling to keep leads. 5 or 6 games, we can. Our defence, everybody says, oh, our defence is good. No, our defence leaks goals.
Who bought them?
Our defence leaks goals. Listen, leaks goals.
Who bought
like them? Nobody, when the pressure is on, when any team puts any little bit of pressure on us, we're like, go on then. And we give them soft jelly goals away.
And who's that down to?
That's what we're doing. So, you don't make that substitution. That to me is my biggest critique in that game. From the start to the finish, Ollie's tactics, shambles. The biggest thing about it, we're 3-2 up, and then you make that substitution when you know we can't keep the league, where we've got opportunity to get the 4th and to get the 5th. Anyway,
I feel like you blame everyone but Ole.
No, I blamed him. What are you talking about?
To the point where
look at the tweet.
I know, but to the point where
I've just said it. Look at his position. I've just said it.
Why do you look at his position? I think you know what?
What position?
As a manager.
Saeed,
do you see all these results?
Tell me one guy who's going to come in and
Pochettino, I told you. Pochettino will fix this with the style of play.
Pochettino struggling.
With the style of play. Does Pochettino have a style of play? Does Pochettino have a style of play? Yes or no?
Pochettino is struggling. Lost 20 games.
How many has he lost?
With that team.
How many have he lost?
He's not lost us 20 games.
How many has he won?
Listen,
he's got 17 points this season.
He has, yeah.
Mourinho got sacked with 21.
He has. But Mourinho was shocking because most of the players where he's playing.
Is this better football?
Mourinho.
Is this better football?
In some ways, yeah. It's not.
What, we're not 5 at the back?
Listen, no. That like I said to you, this game was shambles. This game was shambles. The 5 at the back. I know for you, Ollie out. This thing you're holding on to. He doesn't.
What are you holding on to?
He doesn't do every game.
Tell me what you're holding on to. As Ollie manager, what are you holding on to?
What I'm holding on to?
For the legendary sayers?
No,
99?
nothing to that.
The flick on the 99?
Nothing to that. Not even my
the party celebrations in the Manchester buses. Is that what you're holding on to?
I was on Listen, on that day when there was a parade, I stood on 2 traffic lights on Deansgate and Chester Road and Deansgate.
Chester Road.
I was on that day is a memory and a half.
No, but I feel like you're love struck. Get out of this love struck.
It's not love struck. I listen, I'm holding on to my duvet, mate.
Get out of the duvet. Go see the world.
Get his winner, mate.
Get out of the world.
Substitution, tactics, and obviously the results will bear out themselves if he's good enough or not a Manchester United manager. Yeah. But one thing I do believe about Ollie is that he hasn't. We let go 8 players and we bought 3. It is shocking. I'm sorry to say, the whole blame does not go to just Ollie. It goes to the whole board structure and Woodward.
So where's the energy from the fans?
And my thing is this. My position is this, right? Woodward cannot be the guy who sacks Ollie and hires another manager. I'm not here for that. I'm sorry, Man United.
He's done 3 times in a row.
Listen,
He's done it 3 times in a row. Why not 4?
No.
Why not 4?
I'm sorry, Manchester United fan. Actually, he sacked 4. If you ask me, Ryan Giggs was in charge for.
Yeah, true.
You know, so let's not mince our words, right? I'm here. You got rid of Ed Woodward. You bring me a sporting director, and if you want to bring Pochettino,
well, Pochettino would demand a sporting director. Ollie's not demanding that. He's a yes man. He'll take in what he wants, and he'll say, you know what, we don't need transfer windows.
Aspects of that. Ferguson was a yes man. Mourinho was a yes man when he started. Van Gaal was a yes man. The quotes are out there. Google it, mate.
Mourinho wanted a defender.
No, only at the end, living in that hotel when he was looking at the 4 walls, closing on him, he started going crazy. But at the beginning, Mourinho's like, the owners are brilliant, fantastic owners. Woodward is good to me. They're giving me everything. No, behave yourself. He was saying that towards the 2nd season, man.
Van Gaal said it now. He said it. He said it to the owners right now. He said they're not footballing men.
Of course they're not. We all know that. This is
so everyone's seen it apart from Ollie, though.
No, Fergie was a yes man.
Fergie was a yes man because he created a dynasty.
Yeah, David Gill was a yes man. So let's not get too twisted here. Everybody who's employed by these muppets is a yes man. To me, and I say it again and I say it, you bring in a sporting director, you bring in...
Would Poch not fix this right now? Yes or no?
No, he wouldn't. No, Poch, honestly, I've thought long and hard about this.
Champions League the runners up.
Yeah, long and hard.
Top 4 for the last 4 or 5 seasons.
With the squad that we've got now, if you added another 4 players, if Poch came in with 4 players, then I think maybe he could do something. 4 quality players.
So why not sack Ollie now then? Get it done before the end of the season.
The Glazers don't want to spend the money because they didn't spend the money now, and then excuses are coming out from Woodward.
Free now.
Listen, Poch ain't coming. I'll say, hey, this is what I'm going to give you a bit of perspective, right? 12 million payoff, right? He's not going to get a penny unless, if he gets United now, unless United give him money as a signing on fee, kind of as a manager. Yeah. He's not going to be able to enjoy those little 12 million fruits, mate. And he needs a break because him and his coaching team have been going at it for almost 4
Do they really need a break?
Nah, they do. You can tell at the end he was...
I bet you the issue to get back after two weeks international break.
Nah. Listen, he's probably somewhere in Argentina, in a beach somewhere.
I don't know. I think he's on the phone there waiting for Sky Sports News. Ed Woodward on the phone.
I think that the clause that he's got with Daniel Levy is probably he cannot go and manage another a rival. We're not a rival anymore. Yeah. We're down there.
Yeah.
He cannot sign for them till May. So in the summer. So nothing's going to change till the summer. To me, the only thing I would say, your boy Ed Woodward will probably be trigger happy because he'll see the tweets online.
He's getting wet fingers apparently.
And he will. And that's why that Muppet was pointing at Fergie. I don't know what that conversation was about, but it looked like he was quite aggressive towards Fergie.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what it was, but I called him out on it.
I don't know, I think maybe out of context though. I think, you know...
I don't know, mate. You don't point a finger like that to a legend, mate.
True. If I should have got that finger just went. You know what I mean? Absolute joke. Yeah. But Aston Villa coming up now. Aston Villa are on form right now. You know what I mean? Scoring goals, free kicks for fun. They got a guy called Grealish, absolutely brilliant. I'd take him at United, by the way. Honestly. You not take him at United? I'd take him over McGinn. 100% with Grealish. I think Grealish.
Better than Maddison and better than...
Maddison, how much is going to be now? Bruno Fernandes signed a deal. United again, dilly-dallied around. They'll be signed a deal.
Well, that's nothing to do with Ollie, that's the club.
Nothing to do with Ollie?
That's nothing to do with Ollie.
You should have got him in the summer.
That's Woodward, mate. That's Woodward.
Did he want to come for Ollie?
Like I said to you,
is it because of the manager?
This is not going to change because 4 managers later it's not changed.
Is it because of the manager?
What does that tell you? That the board and the structure of our club, unless that changes, manager's going to come in, we're going to get a bit of a, you know, like what Mourinho's doing now with Tottenham. We're going to get this whole new manager. Woo! We're going to be flying. Next minute, it's going to be like that topsy-turvy, and then another manager. You're calling for another manager, and before you know it, we're going to be the new AC Milan with 11 managers sacked in the space of what 7 years.
We've got rid of 4 managers already. Why not get the 5th and get the 1?
No,
the next one can be there for the next 5 years.
Okay, prove to me where that's why. If he comes with a sporting director and Ed Woodward is not there making a footballing decision, then I would.
He would do. I think that Pochettino will come in, get a sporting director, because you know what's coming on the last 5 years.
A manager does not dictate. Most managers do not want sporting directors. Most managers want to have a final say. And the thing about, if you were listening,
what a director of football then?
Yeah, listen. If you were listening enough to Pochettino's beef with Daniel Levy and Tottenham, he kept saying, I'm a coach, I'm just a coach. Because he kept saying, I'm just a coach.
I don't know, I think he said that we needed money to go win trophies.
No, yeah, I mean money, but the fact, the crazy thing about what happened to Poch stuff, same thing Man United do anyway. They leave the contracts of certain players till they got the last 6 months.
Yeah.
And that's why it creates unrest, because these senior players that you need do not know what's going to happen for them. They don't know what's going to happen in the future. So they're not going to be playing well because they don't know if they're going to be in the same country. No. They don't know where they want to move. They don't know if they're going to be on the same money. Yeah. So yeah, it's
just before we go into the Aston Villa preview. Paul Pogba, apparently there's been reports that he could be eventually moving on to Real Madrid, and that could have been his last game. That Rochdale game could have been his last game. There's certain things where apparently Ollie's not happy with him playing basketball. I put out a debate on there. I said, keep Pogba or sell him. What would you do?
I think the Pogba's going to go. It's only time. I think he's going to. I'd be very surprised. I mean, nothing is surprising in football. You know what I mean? 2 days in football. You know what I mean? A week in football is a long, long time.
Do you think United can afford to sell him though?
To me, I'd be very shocked if he leaves in January. If Ollie was and Woodward's and the Muppets,
would that be criminal?
We'll be making that decision. At the end of the day, we play without him.
Yeah.
The future's not with him. The future's not with him.
Yeah.
The future's not with Pogba, because we could tell by the way we're playing. Obviously, he got injured, and I'm not. To me, those Muppets who just sticking onto rumours, who are saying, "Oh, he doesn't want to play and all."
Oh man, I hate that. Man.
He got injured playing against Rochdale, and he got injured again. He was injured and he played against Arsenal, and that's why he even got more worse. No, Pogba's the type of guy. He's like a Rooney guy. He wants to play.
Yeah.
He's a guy who's got enough of that character.
Where was the medical staff? Where was the precaution?
Listen, I don't know. Listen, one thing I would say: our fitness coaches shambles.
Shambolic.
Players getting injured right, left, and centre.
Our
medical team. We're supposed. This is the whole thing of this. This new the training complex was going to be the best. This is what we were sold. We were sold. Man United's training is the best science in sports science in the world.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? You have to reset that again. Those computers, because nothing is working, mate. Nothing's not working. For a absolutely small squad, we've gone even horrendous, and the pressure, huge pressure, has been on Ollie, and Ollie's taking all of it on his back. He's not once deflected.
Himself now?
He's not once deflected. Give the man what credit's due. He's not once deflected to the board. He's not once deflected to the doctors. And you know, any other managers under this amount of pressure would have been calling out their medical team.
You would do that.
Listen, would have been in public.
Do you know what saved your job though?
Listen, calling out. No, because this is the thing. The difference between me and you.
I think Ollie loves the club more than.
Listen, the difference between me and you is that I'm a believer when he gets so bad, and Ollie doesn't believe that he can. Nothing he can do to improve the situation. Ollie will not need to be sacked because he'll just walk away.
Will he though?
He will.
Is there too much pride? Is there too much?
You've heard it here first. Put that thing on your diary now on the date. I've said it, and I've said it a couple of podcasts away as well. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is a Manchester United fan and a Manchester United man through and through. Regardless who owns us, he's working with these Muppets because he feels though he can help. He can help. Ole might not be the guy who bears the fruits of his work. It might be the Pochettino or next manager that comes in, but mark my words, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, you wouldn't have to just sack Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer would leave when he feels as though there's no way that we can improve this team.
Or do you expect Ed Woodward to do that? I think Ed Woodward's a man. He's a cynical man. He's not really.
Yeah, he is a.
He's sacked one of the biggest managers in world football, Jose Mourinho, without any hesitation when it was going downhill. And I feel like with Ole now.
But that guy deserves that though.
Yeah.
That guy wanted to get sacked. He was doing everything to get sacked. He should have sacked him. You know what they should have sacked him? Seville game. After the Seville,
Seville was probably the key one,
and they should have sacked him at the beginning of the US tour that season when he said, "No, but I don't know why people wasting the money to come to watch the United. We've only got the youth team."
But then again, now I feel like it's D-Day for Ole. Sunday, Aston Villa, Lorden. D-Day for me. If he loses this or draw, I feel like that's sackable.
I don't think they're gonna sack him.
No, but for you though, would you sack him?
No, I wouldn't sack him.
Even if you drew to Southampton, I wouldn't
sack him because I didn't back him. I didn't back him, and we've got injuries.
But when do you let go, though, Lord? When do you let go?
I didn't back him. No, if he comes out with a 5 at the back and that stuff, and comes out with a bit more tactics, then it's there for everybody to see.
No, but there for everybody to see. But then should he get sacked?
No. To me, sacking Ole before the end of the season, it's just shambles to me.
Yeah, but where are we gonna go?
It's shambles.
Where are we gonna go?
And then that means that if Woodward was to sack Ole, then he wants to. Tender resignation as well as the CEO of Man United.
I don't know if that will happen, to be honest.
We'll have to. I'm sorry, but I'll be there. I'll be there, sneaking in a banner. I'll wear it like a dress underneath my tops and that. Yeah. And I'll be there saying,
big game, crucial game. United are at 17 points in 17. Wolves are ahead of us. We had a shocking start to the season. Not won the first 5, Nuruddin. Burnley, a team that's not associated with brand of football. Whoever mocks and says, you know what, they play boring football.
No, that guy does an incredible job.
Exactly, incredible job. You got Sheffield United on top of us. Newcastle ahead of us.
Wow, you know what? These days, guys, I don't even look at the table.
But that is right now. That's all his mess right now.
Saeed, you okay? This is the opportunity I'm going to give you. With this squad that we've got now, with all the injuries and what's happening, right? I want you to give me a manager that's going to take us to 5th.
Again, I'm saying this. Pochettino would have got top 4 with that squad. I'm telling you right now.
No chance.
I'm telling you right now.
You are right, guys. Please comment
I'm telling you
below.
Now.
This is absolute dreamland.
I'm telling you.
This is Jackie Norrie on the next level.
Because he would have had a style of play. Them kind of games we lost to Bournemouth.
Jackie Norrie.
That was because we didn't have a style of play to break them down.
Jackie Norrie.
What was all his plan to break down Bournemouth?
Jackie Norrie stories.
West Ham again.
Saeed, I love you to bits, but that is next level.
So what's Chelsea?
That is next level.
Chelsea. Listen, Lampard. Not even proven as a manager.
Look at the squad they've got. Look at the players
squad? They're on a transfer embargo. They're on a transfer embargo.
Are you kidding me? Look at the quality of the youngsters who've been winning back to back in the past 10 years. Chelsea's youth teams have been winning the
They've got a youngster up front.
Listen,
they've got a youngster up front.
A guy who's 23 now, proven me.
22.
Yeah, proven guy who's been on loan
on the championship level.
Yeah, and the Premier League for Swansea. So listen, Saeed, I've gone over this talk. Majority of Chelsea's youngsters have played big man football. They've been out on loan. They've learned their trade. They've come back, and this is a massive opportunity
on the first season,
they're here
top
to play.
4.
Listen,
top 4, comfortable. Comfortable.
It's a quarter of the season. Just go.
What, you think United can go back to top 4?
No, I'm talking about Chelsea. You need to calm down.
Yeah, but Chelsea can.
They're playing really well at the moment. But the season's not over. Nobody's had the injuries that we've had. Not even close.
20 points behind Liverpool.
Well, listen to me. Nobody's had. We were 20 points against City.
20 points behind Liverpool.
We were second.
17 games in.
We were second.
How many games were we in?
We were second.
How many games were we in? Week 14 is this?
Sorry, they're going to let me finish. We were second, and we finished 20 points against Man City. So behave yourself. And that was with all
20 games in December, Nuruddin. 20 games in December.
At the end of the day, like most people, like I've said, if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer had the squad of players that we've had, we didn't let go of 8 players that we did in the summer, and he was at least allowed to bring in 6 at least, right? 3 more players, and he was abysmal like this, then there would be no room for me or anybody to defend him. But I'm afraid to say, Pochettino lost 20 games, right? League 20 games in all competitions.
With problems with the players.
No, don't give me that. No, can you just please let me finish?
Yeah.
With the level of quality of players that Tottenham have, you're telling me injury-ravaged Manchester United,
let me
ask you, with the squad that we've got, he's going to take us to 4th.
Saeed, why not?
There is straight jacket talk. There is a straight jacket talk.
With a playing style,
level.
Can he not get top 4?
I beg you guys.
Lampard's got a playing style, that's why he's getting top 4. It's not about the players.
In the comments.
I think Lampard's got the players. It's not about the players. He's got a playing style.
You know what? You know what? One of the greatest. Pep Guardiola will go down as one of the greatest managers of all time. Pep Guardiola. It hurts me to say because he's the manager of Man City. That noisy neighbours at the Etihad, right? When he was asked in a clear question, what is the secret to your success? You know what he said? 80% or more of success of any manager is about your level of recruitment, and then getting the players to believe in your game plan. So Saeed, when one of the greatest in the history, Barcelona for me in my lifetime were the best footballing team, club team I've ever seen. I have ever seen. They were the best footballing team. When they beat us, when they embarrassed us, took the piss out of us at Wembley, that was the best club team I've ever seen. When a manager of that team comes out and says, and then goes up to Bayern Munich, then is allowed to spend money, then is allowed to bring in about, I don't know, 15 or 20 players at Man City in the years that he's been there, when he clearly tells you 80% of his success is down to recruitment, and at Fergie, Brian Clough, they all said, you're only good as the players you've got on the pitch.
Yeah, but the recruitment Oli got. Why did he not get Bruno Fernandes? Because it's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Why did we not get a striker? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Some players do not come for the manager.
Saeed, come on.
Yes, yes or no?
That's speculating.
If you're Pep Guardiola, if you wanted to choose Pep Guardiola or Solskjaer, who would you choose?
That's speculating.
Speculation is true though.
That's speculating. To me, a Manchester, I genuinely think any player who comes to join Manchester United does not come for the manager. They come for the history, for the tradition, for the stature, for the size.
What? We're going downhill. We need a manager to now that can prove that we're still there.
Listen, let me tell you something. Anybody who signs for Man United, if you come into just for sign for one manager, unless that manager was your previous manager at another club, that's different. But if you're coming to sign for a manager, to me, you're coming to sign for the club and the structure of the club and the size of the club and the global reach of the club. And that's what you're coming to sign for. You're not coming to sign. So there's nobody for me. But on your straight jacket talk, you're telling me...
Straight jacket's on today. And it's on firmly.
Listen,
because I'm accepting this mediocrity.
Listen, I am not accepting this.
How low do you want to go? How low do you want to go, Nuruddin?
Listen, like I said to you, relegation, get rid of the Glazers.
Yeah, but that's not what United fans want, though. This is not proving a point to the core. We don't want to do that. United need to be in the Premier League. Financially, United need to be in the Premier League.
If you offered me and said, this is what's going to happen, I'd be like, thank you so much. See you later, Glazers.
But there's too much money there still.
Those are
I think in the Championship they still have money.
Have you seen already that we're losing sponsorship with Strava?
We just got a new deal with China.
Listen,
what's that new deal we got with China?
70 million. That's 70 million.
70 million down the bank on the Glazers, though.
Yeah, but
they're happy.
But I'm saying that the big sponsors, the big global brands, are slowly and surely pulling away from Man United.
Will they though?
There they are.
I think United is still a big brand.
In some ways, yes, but slowly but surely, they're pulling away, mate.
I think you need to lose this heartstring you got in there with Oli.
I'm not.
Get it out.
I don't have to. Listen,
let it go.
It's not a heartstring with Oli.
Tell him to let it go.
I've said to you, I've challenged all you United fans. Most of you I love. Majority of viewers of the United Central. Please go and get me a manager that is going to...
They're probably shouting to you, Pochettino, in the camera. They're probably shouting you on the screen, Pochettino.
Pochettino, with a better squad, better players, quality individual players...
I think you're looking too deep into it.
No.
He can get this guy to top 4, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer cannot get us to top 10.
This squad there is no manager
that is the quality we've got right now.
The only guy that even he will have to literally go
Brendan Rodgers, look at Brendan Rodgers right now.
He will have to go in time machine and really go and get it out.
Where does Ole Gunnar Solskjaer go after this?
Maybe Fergie miraculously, peak Fergie, might be able to absolutely...
Where does Ole Gunnar Solskjaer go after this? He doesn't even go to Championship for me. Not even to Championship. And that's Manchester United manager right there.
Maybe he doesn't want to.
But no one would have even have it clear having it.
It's Bob Slay season, mate. He might want to go back if he goes to get sacked at United. Get back to Norway, mate. Get back on the sleeve slopes, mate.
Are you kidding me?
Bob Slay, mate.
I don't think even Mulder want him back. Mulder, yeah, I don't even want him back. Shout out to you, Mulder fans.
Mulder is saying, welcome home, Ollie, mate. Welcome home, Ollie.
Listen, let's talk Aston Villa. How good they've been this season for you? Good manager, good team.
Yeah.
Spent a lot.
But obviously that comes with his own problems, because when they bought 11 players or something like that.
Yeah, 11 players.
And it's really interesting, the contrast between Sheffield United and Villa. Villa has spent a lot of money. And
been hit and miss.
Yeah, because it takes a long time to gel players who've not played together before. Yeah. And as the season goes on, I expect them to get better.
Shout out to your boy, man. He's going to be watching today. You're Aston Villa fan.
Oh yeah, you're big up, man. There's two of them. Big up Jeffers first.
Should have brought him today on the podcast.
You know what? I don't think he's working tonight. I'm big up Taylor. Man, big up man like Taylor, man.
I don't think you'll be able to see him if we lose on the weekend.
Yeah.
What team have we got to go for that game? Because it's going to be a massive.
I mean, I don't know who's fit. I don't know who's fit again. We're going to be going for. To me, we're at home, obviously. So we're going to.
Home is that even a?
We're going to have to play three. We're going to have to play three.
Three in the back again?
No, 3 in midfield.
Oh, 3 in midfield, guaranteed.
Yeah, we have to play 3.
Your boy Matt's back.
But I don't know. I mean, I doubt it.
I see Ricky. Shout out to Ricky, but he made a couple of videos in there. The forward passes from Match in the West Ham game, and you know what? Even I was looking at him, Ricky, man, he loves Matic, man. I don't know where that comes from, but that game for me, what would you go for your team?
I mean, I don't know who's going to be. Well, obviously,
De Gea and goal. That we can agree on that one.
Hopefully Williams will play, because he's not playing tonight. Williams will play, and then hopefully Wan-Bissaka will play, and then we got the.
Have we got to look at Lindelof's positioning right now?
Yeah,
he's been poor this season.
I mean Tuanzebe. I think Tuanzebe will play for.
But then again, it's played Sunday. It's played Thursday. I don't think he'll play. Yeah. So you say Lindelof and Maguire.
Yeah, midfield.
Brandon Williams left back again.
Are you kidding me? You know, Do you think Ashley Young would ever?
I thought at one point Ashley Young was coming on the pitch. You know when Brandon Williams got a yellow card, Ashley Young ran to the touchline, started warming up. I said, "Oh my God, please, don't come on."
Could you imagine how bad he would have been? You know what they've done to us if he would have been on the pitch.
Man, he would have been 3-4-0, easy.
Trust me.
Left back, you go. Who are you going for the free midfield?
And who's fit?
I think McTominay's still out. I think he'll still be out, McTominay. So you go for Fred.
I
think Matic has to come back then.
Mata,
Pereira.
Yeah, maybe Matic has to play because we're bare down to the bones.
Matic, Fred, Pereira in the hole.
Pereira in the hole. Or Mata in the hole. Pereira needs to sit out. He needs to be punished for that.
Do you think like Bright? Obviously,
I know how all of it was not his fault.
Yeah.
Because they got outnumbered.
But we're relying on Pereira. That's why the club.
But that's what I'm telling you. Whose fault is that? That's not just Ollie's fault. That's it. That's the board's fault.
Ollie's fault for picking him in certain positions. That's Ollie's fault.
He's got nothing else to pick. Who else is going to pick 17-year-old? No.
That all comes down to recruitment.
So anyway,
Ollie prioritising certain other positions for that kind of.
It picks itself.
And then honestly,
the top three pick themselves.
But it's not going to be easy. I don't think it's going to be easy as Brighton where they let us have the game.
No. It's going to be
Brighton let us have the game.
So Villa will sit in and they'll hit us on the counter.
And do you know what? They got deadly finishes. Grealish. They've got Trezeguet. They've got that guy up front. They've got a solid back.
McGinn's going to come put on a show in front of 30
Mings as well. He's got a point to prove. Remember we booted Zlatan?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's going to be a massive game. What's your prediction?
After that 70 minutes, an hour. An hour against Sheffield United.
It's a massive game.
It's a huge game. In terms of pressure being on Ollie, and especially the people like you, straight jackets on
Straight
Twitter.
jacket, mate. If you don't win that game, if you don't win that game, if you don't win that game, for me he has to go. That night he has to go. Sunday night, pack your bags wherever you live in, inhale.
Bobsleigh, mate.
Listen, bobsleigh down to Norway, mate. I'll see you later, yeah? Honestly, mate, you've got to go. This is the massive game. And this is 3 points, and this is the season on the line now.
Wow.
On the line, because you've got Mourinho coming to town. And if he banters us in our home turf, yeah?
He's coming to banter us.
He's coming to banter us. So what are you going for prediction? Go Wise.
You know what, after the hour, what team are we going to get? Are we going to get the team that got outworked, got bullied, got absolutely mannered for an hour, or are we going to get a team that played against Brighton?
Is it on Sky Sports, by the way?
Yeah, I'm gonna hate it. So I can't be able. So I won't be able to go to the game, and I won't be able to watch it because I have to work.
Yeah. So you
I hate these Sundays. I hate you Sundays.
You're gonna have to get used to it for the next couple of seasons.
That's why I don't want Europa League next season. No, I don't want Europa League.
I think we're probably gonna get there.
No, I don't want it.
Going for results.
I don't want it. I never back against United, but it might be a 1-0 United.
That's how far we've fallen, mate. 1-0 United against Aston Villa. Absolutely shocking. I'm gonna go for 3-1 United.
Wow.
I think we'll just have enough quality.
Wow. Buoyant there.
I think that's the front three doing Martial magic. And I tell you, this is what keeping Ollie in the job. He's bailing him out again. And that's what's happened at Sheffield. Nuruddin, socials. Mr. Straight Jacket.
That guy, no, you know that.
Jacket.
The straight jacket back in the day was you wore it. But now he wears it like Superman, like the Superman cloak, mate. That's what he wears it. He wants to take off.
All the real facts, guys. All the real facts. That guy Red Devil, come at him on Twitter. Ollie, all that. Tend to get this love story out of him. Yeah? There's no love story. He has to end the love story. You know what they call a tragedy? You know what they call a tragedy? Macbeth and all that, yeah? Listen. It's about time this guy goes.
Shakespeare, he's quoting Shakespeare.
Shakespeare, mate. He has to go. Macbeth style, yeah? Go. Guys, if you enjoyed this podcast, like the video. We're nearly at 10k, guys. We've got about 1,000 or something so left to get to 10k. It's been a journey, hell of a journey. I remember we started on a yogurt shop, you know what I mean, 200 so views, and now we're here, man, you know what I mean? So down to you guys, yeah. But this has been United Central. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. Like the video, subscribe to United Central, and I'll see you for Aston Villa. D-Day, for me, for you, for the club. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. Peace.